Where is the gold? That's the question on everyone's mind this week as speculation mounts that Fort Knox, one of the most secure facilities in the world, might not actually have the nearly 5,000 tons of gold that it's supposed to. For decades, people have been calling on the government for a full-scale audit. And now, as calls for transparency grow, signs are emerging that something much bigger is at play. But this isn't just about Fort Knox, no, it's about the future of the monetary system itself, because as speculation around missing gold swirls, suddenly gold revaluation is going mainstream. Previously, this concept was dismissed as conspiracy, but suddenly now we have a White House, the legacy media, and highest officials all talking about a reset with gold at the center. Coincidence? But not only that, at the same time, there is a huge gold shortage happening in London, where people are waiting months to get their delivery, all while massive amounts of gold are flowing into the United States, telling us that they are preparing for something big. Is it a crisis? Is it an acceleration of the current reset? Whatever it is, we're going to get into it, but ultimately this impacts all of us, not just those who hold gold. Anyone who holds dollar-denominated assets will be impacted, and we are going to talk about why. So let's get into it. In case you missed it this week, Elon Musk's Doge is preparing to audit the U.S. gold reserve at Fort Knox after it was revealed that there is no yearly review for the world-renowned stash. But no yearly review is just the tip of the iceberg. In fact, the last so-called audit was conducted in 1974, but it wasn't an audit at all. It was a 2-hour press tour. I'm laughing because it was a photo op for reporters and politicians. Only one vault of many were opened, representing about 6% of the total supposed gold. There was no testing for purity, no ownership verification, because that gold could belong to someone else, a different country. Ultimately, it was a PR stunt. And what have we gotten since then? A big fat nothing. The last audit was over 70 years ago. No weighing, no testing, no transparency. And yet, the government expects us to just take their word for it that all the gold is there. I don't think so. Which is why so many are speculating that the U.S. is frantically trying to bring home as much gold as possible right now, because Elon Musk and his Doge team have shown that they are serious and they mean business. If they say they're going to audit, there's a good chance they will. But that being said, I don't think President Trump would just open the doors if he knew the gold wasn't there, because what would happen, really, if the gold wasn't there? It would cause immediate market shocks. We obviously would expect to see gold go through the roof because there would be skyrocketing demand. But at the same time, anyone who's holding dollar-denominated assets, we could expect to see those drop significantly. The dollar, which is already under a tremendous amount of pressure because of our overspending, well, what would happen? We would see a complete loss of confidence. Really, the stock market could crash. It would be catastrophic for anyone who's not holding gold. The government would be forced to respond. That could be a forced monetary reset, capital controls, a freeze on bank accounts. It would not be pretty. Now, some speculate, well, what if this is all part of the plan? We know reset is coming. Maybe this is part of it. It forces their hand and they have to move on it. But I don't think that's likely. I think that President Trump likes to win. And I don't think that he would like to open those doors and see that there's no gold there. Now, that again is why many speculate maybe they're short. And they're bringing the gold in, they're bringing the gold home so that they can be prepared for an audit. But I have seen some even speculate the other way, which I know is a wild idea, but go with me on this. What if there's more gold than they claim there is down in those vaults? With all the talk of a gold revaluation, what if the United States had been secretly stockpiling in far larger quantities than anyone's even aware, setting ourselves up for the future? Again, I know it's a wild idea, and before you say, well, that's impossible, that could never happen, China and Saudi Arabia were both recently caught trying to kind of secretly bring home more gold than they were reporting. Why? Well, central banks outwardly are still acting as if everything's normal, nothing has changed. But they know, as well as we do, that a reset is coming with gold at the center of it. And of course, it's the same as any situation where you outwardly say, oh, that doesn't matter, and you grab as much as you can because you know the truth that it does matter and that those who hold the most gold will have the most power. So maybe There's something to this. I don't know. It's a less likely theory. I'm not saying that that's what's happening. More likely than not, the gold is there, or it's short, and that's the sudden influx of gold into the United States. I think that more or some will be revealed. I'm not going to say all will be revealed, because even if they do an audit, we know that Fort Knox is just one location of many. So there's really still no way for us to know. I don't think we'll ever get full transparency, but one way or another, what this is bringing to light is the fact that gold matters. You already knew this, and I knew this, but what has been going on for years? The media has ignored gold. Wall Street has dismissed gold. And those in power have gaslit us to think that gold doesn't matter, when in fact, it's never been more clear, as central bankers and those in power continue to shift towards gold, that they know gold not only matters, but that gold will again be the foundation of this new monetary reset as dollar dominance continues to crumble. Which is why, whether this audit happens or not, one thing is clear. The monetary system is shifting, and gold will be at the center of it. But more importantly, those who understand this today will be the ones who are protected and prepared. Those who choose to ignore this or wait until it's too late will be the ones who are left in a broken old system where the fiat currency has even less value than it does today. The rest of the world is finally waking up, and I am so glad, because there is strength in numbers. Here at ITM, this is what we do. We understand currency life cycles and monetary resets better than anyone, looking at historical patterns, understanding how these resets operate, and what happens to fiat currencies, silver, and gold during these times. Because people will tell me that they're prepared, but if you don't understand what you're preparing for, how can you possibly have a plan in place that makes sense for you? Depending on what you're preparing for, your plan is going to look different. Now, if you do not already have a plan in place that involves physical gold and silver, I highly recommend that you talk to a member of our team to understand how we can help you. If you already have a plan in place, but you're concerned about this, or you want to make sure again that that plan makes sense for what's coming next, talk to a member of our team. You can scan the QR code and set up a Calendly appointment for free. You can call us at the number below, or you can click the link in the description. We make it super easy. If you're paying attention to what's going on, there is a reason that all of these things are happening at once, and they are happening now in the mainstream. It's telling us that time is moving forward. It's picking up speed. And again, the time to prepare to take action is now. So again, scan the QR code, call us at the number below, or click the link in the description to talk to an expert analyst and make sure you have a strategy in place that achieves your goals and protects you from what's coming next. And as always, I so appreciate you being here. I'm Taylor Kenny with ITM Trading, your trusted source for all things gold, silver, and lifelong wealth protection. Until next time.